Hi guys, welcome to the FPL Duo. In today's video, we will be discussing the FPL double game week for game week 22. The fixtures have been announced today. Earlier this morning, I think 10:30 in the morning, there was the fixtures announced. Uh, so we thought we'd do a live stream quickly to discuss our plans, our initial reactions, just our thoughts really on what we'll be doing for this game week and what we recommend for you to do. So it is an interesting one, this announcement. Um, let's just bring the fixtures up of what's been announced. So currently, this is what's been announced today. So we found out that these are the 8 teams that have a double game week. So you got Brentford, Brighton, Leicester City, Chelsea, Manchester United, Spurs, Watford, and Burnley. So yeah, those are the teams that we know for sure are doubling. Um, we expected a bigger double game week originally. That hasn't happened, but I still think it's a decent game week. I've seen a lot of people saying it's not as good as they expected because obviously Liverpool, we were expecting Liverpool to double, but they didn't because of the Arsenal game getting postponed. So this is what we have for now. So yeah, Brentford fixture, Liverpool away, Man United at home. Brighton have Crystal Palace at home and then Chelsea at home, to 2 home fixtures. Leicester City have Burnley away and then Spurs at home. Chelsea have Manchester City away and Brighton at home. Manchester United have Aston Villa away and Brentford away. So Manchester United do have 2 away fixtures for the double game week. Spurs have Arsenal at home and Leicester away. And then Watford have 2 away fixtures, Newcastle and Burnley, which looks quite good. And then Burnley have Leicester at home and then Watford at home. So 2 home fixtures for Burnley as well. So yeah, just off the top, you've seen the fixtures now. 8 teams, double fixtures. What fixture stands out to you? Like, who's the team that you'll be thinking, okay, they've got 2 good fixtures. I like the look of this.
I reckon Watford have probably the best fixture combination. Newcastle and Burnley. They seem to be a good pair of matches for Watford to have. But even though Watford are away, aren't they? Or
Yeah, Watford have 2 away fixtures.
yeah, I don't think that will affect Watford much playing away match against Newcastle. Especially now Wilson's injured and they got a few problems now. Newcastle, which they already had because of their poor defence since the start of the season, all through to now. And Burnley, well, they haven't played much matches. They've had COVID postponements galore, so
Yeah,
they might be a bit more like how Everton were. They'll be unready for it, unprepared, sort of
yeah.
thing. So I think Watford are a good fixture.
Okay, so if I'm looking at the current fixtures, straight away to me, yeah, Watford did stand out. I like Watford's fixtures. They got Newcastle and then Burnley. We will come on to players we recommend for the double game week. So that will be on the next part of stream. But for now, we're just talking about what teams. So yeah, Watford do look good to me. Um, Burnley could be decent. Leicester haven't been playing too great, and then they're Watford as well for the second fixture. So Burnley, maybe. I know Manchester United haven't been playing well lately at all, and they've been losing games. But if you want to go for Man United, I mean, 2 favourable fixtures, I guess. Aston Villa could be a bit difficult for Man United. I think that'll be a tight game with Gerrard's Villa. Brentford could be a good fixture for Man United, maybe for Ronaldo or a Sancho or someone. But yeah, off the top, I'm looking at Watford, Burnley potentially. Manchester United look good if you still believe, Man United will carry on scoring goals because they've been struggling of late. Spurs as well. I like the Spurs games, especially the Leicester game. I think that could be couple of goals in that game. Obviously, Arsenal game isn't going to be easy. They could score against Arsenal.
I mean, yeah, they had a tough time when they played Arsenal away.
Yeah.
So it might be different this time. Who knows?
Chelsea against City and Brighton. I'm not too confident on that game, to be fair. I think
That's tough.
Chelsea against Man City and Brighton. That's going to be a bit of a struggle, I think, for Chelsea. I think Man City is a tough game, and then Brighton don't concede many goals. So I wouldn't be rushing in to get Chelsea players in, personally. And we will come on to that later on as well with the chip strategies, because there's quite a lot of different ways where you can play it. Should you take hits? Should you use your free hit this week, or even triple captain is a potential, or bench boost, because there are chip strategies. It will depend on your specific team, guys, depending on what you choose to do. Just got someone on the stream. Dan Thomas says hi to you too.
Dan.
If you're watching the stream, please like the stream and also subscribe if you're new to our channel. But yeah, those are the current fixtures I'm looking at. Brentford as well. 2 tough games. Liverpool away and then Man United could be seen as a tough fixture. But yeah, is there anything else you want to say about the current fixtures? So the double game weeks, those are the games.
I think, yeah, the Chelsea one, that's going to be a tough one, because obviously Man City's a very great attack and great defense. It's going to be really hard to penetrate their defense and even score with their defense. So I don't see Chelsea looking to get anything in that. And obviously Brighton's defense record so far has been almost impenetrable. Only letting in 1 goal. No more than that, I don't think they've let in.
Yeah, they've been playing well. They beat Chelsea, didn't they? Was it a draw? No, sorry, a draw. 1-1, I think. Last minute goal from Welbeck.
Yeah, Danny Welbeck. Last minute goal.
What do you reckon about the Spurs fixtures? So Spurs play Arsenal at home and then Leicester away.
I mean, Spurs are still at the moment look a bit not there yet. They're sort of like Man United, but not as bad. They're getting there. I'd say they're getting there, but I think they need more matches with Conte. I don't think they've really like sealed the deal with their the way they play. Sometimes their play is a bit slow, sluggish, and unprepared, not really organized. It's all frantic. The players being left out of the game, like Harry Kane, for example. And I think they just need to work on their play a bit more, get to know the team more and the manager and what he wants them to do. But Leicester one, I'd say is the best one out of those 2. I think Arsenal will be, tough one. But Leicester should be an open game, I think.
Yeah, I was gonna say, for me, the Brentford game looks tough for Brentford players. We will come on to that. I don't know if I'd be getting any Brentford players in for this double game week, because Liverpool and Man United. Then you got Brighton. Yeah, maybe you can bring in maybe a Brighton defender for that game. Leicester City, we know Jamie Vardy is injured. We know Iheanacho's gone to AFCON. So Leicester will be short in that up front. So maybe a Leicester midfielder. With Chelsea, I think maybe a Chelsea defender potentially for that Brighton game where they could keep a clean sheet. I don't know if they can keep a clean sheet against City. Manchester United, maybe you want to go with Ronaldo or David De Gea. So let me bring up some of the players that I recommend for this game week. So this is the player shortlist, guys. I've come up with a shortlist of players I recommend for this double game week for game week 22. So if we look at Brentford, there's not really a player I recommend, if I'm honest. They've got Liverpool and Man United. I wouldn't be looking at Brentford players unless you have someone already. Maybe you can play them. For Brighton, I'm looking at Cucurella or maybe a Sanchez in goal. That's who I think you should potentially look at. With Leicester City, I think Maddison and Tielemans could be a good pick. It's a shame that Vardy is injured and then Iheanacho won't be available due to AFCON. So I'm looking at potentially their midfield getting some goals in this game instead, and they will be relying on that a bit more. Maddison, I do like the look of. Maybe I might get him into my team because I still have Mo Salah. So I'm going to have to decide what to do really with Salah. And Maddison, down to Maddison makes sense just off the top. But yeah, this is just our initial thoughts, guys. We'll do another free hit team later today, probably tomorrow now. And we will go through in depth who we think you should be bringing in if you decide to free hit. Chelsea, I like the look of Alonso and Rudiger there, really. I mean, not many great options. I don't see them scoring many goals against Man City. I don't really see Chelsea having too much success in their double game week because Man City, we know how tough they are. And we know Brighton are a mean defense. So I don't know if I don't know if Lukaku or anyone like that appeals to me. But Alonso Rudiger, potentially, if you're looking at Chelsea assets or you have Chelsea assets. Manchester United is a funny one, isn't it?
Yeah, of course. There is a lot of problems with Manchester United at the moment, obviously.
So, yeah. So, when you watch Man United play, obviously, they don't look great, let's say.
No.
But on paper, they do have two fixtures where you would expect them to do something. So I recommend Ronaldo and De Gea. If I had to pick a Man United player, you could go maybe for a Sancho, Rashford if you want to go there. But I think Ronaldo and De Gea are the two standout players for Man United if you're looking to bring in a Man United player.
Yeah.
What do you reckon? Obviously, you're a Man United fan watching the games. How do they look to you?
Well, you mean you really want them to? You really hope that Man United, when they actually play like they're Man United for once, because it's been a while since we've seen that. It's been shocking and crazy how deteriorated Man United have been as seasons have gone and as managers have gone.
Yeah,
and it's just like it's got to get better now. It's got so worse. It's got to get better.
Yeah, so those are just the two players. I think. What you reckon? Ronaldo and De Gea. They're the only two I can look at in the United team.
Well, yeah, for outstanding players not only in Premier League but in other leagues as well. De Gea stood out for his amazing saves that he constantly gets out of games, and obviously Ronaldo. We all know how good Ronaldo is. You expect him to be the best player in the team.
I just want to interrupt and say, guys, if you are watching the stream, please drop a like. And if you are new here, please subscribe. We appreciate the support. And we're trying to grow the channel. So if you could just drop a like and subscribe, we will appreciate that. FPL Penguin says, hi. Hi, mate. Thank you for watching.
Penguin.
Thank you for watching. So going back to the players I recommend, for Spurs, there's only two that I like the look of. I think Son and Kane. If you have both, I mean, fair enough. I mean, I wouldn't really double up. I don't think I would double up. I prefer Son, but those are the two standouts for me, Son and Kane, if you're looking for the shortlist of players to bring in. Watford is similar. I think King and Dennis are the two that most people will probably be looking to bring in if you had to pick a Watford player. I have Dennis already in my team. We will come on to both our teams later on the stream. You can go either way. I like the look of Dennis personally. He's been great this season. And I think King and Dennis are potentially two of the most important players of the stream. Sorry, bear with me for a sec.
We have a question from Dan Thompson.
Yeah.
He says he has Antonio, King, and DCL, and he says, should I get Cristiano Ronaldo in?
Should I get Cristiano Ronaldo in? Yeah, you could get Ronaldo in, to be fair. I think DCL, it depends. DCL still, his fixture isn't finished. DCL still plays Norwich, so if he does well, then maybe you can get some points that way. But I do like Ronaldo. I think he's a good option. It's just with Ronaldo, they're not playing great. But if I was making a free hit team, I do think Ronaldo would be in my team this week because there's not many other options if you look at the list. So, and also Burnley, if you want to go Burnley, then Pope, the goalie, maybe could get a clean sheet if you get lucky against, was it Leicester they play? Yeah. And then, sorry, also Chris Wood. Maybe you can get a Chris Wood in. But let's just go back to how our team looks. I just want to show you guys my team. So this is my current team. I've got Sanchez, who does have a double game week against Palace and Chelsea. And then I've got Alexander-Arnold, Cancelo, and Alonso. So Alonso does have a double game week, so I'll probably keep him. Bowen, Jota, Son, and Gray. I haven't picked my players properly yet, so captaincy options and stuff, we'll go over that later on. But that's what I've got for now. I've got Bowen, Jota, Son, and Gray. And then up front, I got Broja, Antonio, and Dennis with the double game week fixture. So currently, as of now, I have 1, 2, 3, 4. I have 4 double game week players, that have a double fixture. And I'm probably going to look to bring in someone else. I'm probably going to bring on someone else, but it's just this is just initial reaction, so I'm not sure what kind of transfers I'll be making. But yeah, that's the team right now. I'm rocking a 3-4-3. Let's see your team quickly and how it's looking. We should bring your team in. Yeah, go over your team and let's see.
So yeah, I have Lamptey, who's got the double game week. Man City defenders, they don't. That's just a single game week. Got Alexander Trent for a single game week against Brentford. In midfield, got Bowen against Leeds in a single game. Bernardo the same. Jota the same. And of course, Salah's off the AFCON, so I'll have to make a transfer in the future for him in game week 22. And up front, I've got Antonio for Leeds and King, who's got 2 game weeks, which is nice to have.
Well, for you, there's kind of an easy option where you can just go down from Salah to Son. I'm guessing that's the obvious one that you're probably thinking of making.
Yes. I was either thinking Son, but then I was thinking having Saka instead.
Because as of now, you have, was it 2 players that double game week?
2 players and a goalkeeper, Ben Foster, but I don't think he'll be fit for that.
So
unfortunately,
obviously we will come on to our chip strategies if I will be free hitting. As of now, let me just bring my team back up. As of now, I don't know if I'll be free hitting. I could do, obviously, just I haven't really decided. I'm gonna see what I should do. But Salah, because I have Salah on the bench, I have to take care of that transfer and think I've got to remove him out soon somehow. I'm thinking of maybe a Maddison or someone like that. It's just,
hey Barnesy.
Oh yeah, Barnesy says, "Yo lads, hiya, how you doing? Hope you're enjoying the stream." Yeah, so that's how I'm set up for this game week. It's just do I bring in a Leicester player, because that's the only way I can go, but do I want them long term? Because we have to look, if you bring a player in for this game week, do we want them longer term as well? Because, for example, certain of these players, when you bring in, they won't have a good fixture going forward. So that's my only, like, for example, Brentford. If you bring in a Brentford player now, their next 2, 3, 4 fixtures don't look too great. So that's why I am a bit hesitant on bringing in like a Brentford player, because long term I don't want them players. So it could make sense to just play a free hit,
Yeah, Brentford are a weird team as well. There's not really anyone that stands out in Brentford.
Well, Tony's the only one that maybe you might consider, but with Liverpool and Man United, not really too fast about getting in a Brentford player.
Yeah, that'll be an interesting match to see what they do against Man United and Liverpool,
Yeah.
especially Man United. If they lose to Brentford, I wouldn't know what to do.
Yeah.
I fe-
Well, no, sorry. I was just gonna say, obviously you have Dennis already, don't you, in your team?
yeah, I fortunately have Dennis. No, not Dennis. Joshua King in my team.
Oh, sorry. You went King, didn't you?
Yeah, I went Joshua King
Mm-hmm.
just because he's on penalties and he's low ownership. But
Yeah.
so far, it's not paid off much. Yeah, he has got assists. He's got 2 assists so far since I've had him. But Dennis has taken all the glory with his wonderful goals that
Mm-hmm.
King's assisted him with.
To anyone watching the stream, we just want to say, drop a like, and yeah, we will have a free hit video coming out soon, guys. Tomorrow, I think we're going to do a proper video where we do a free hit vid. So we recommend all our players, but just as a first initial thoughts, these are the players that we like the look of potentially: Cucurella, Sanchez, Madison, Tielemans, Alonso, Rudiger, Ronaldo, De Gea, Son, Kane, Dennis, and King. And then for Burnley, you got Pope and Wood. For me, after what would you think would you do if you were me? Sorry, with my team, because I've got Salah. Who would you take out? Like, sorry, who would you bring in for Salah?
Personally, I was thinking of bringing in Saka for obviously because when I looked at their fixtures for Arsenal, they looked really good. Like they're either average or green fixtures, Arsenal, and that's really for a long time as well. I would want to keep Saka in. Plus, I
Yeah,
have Martinelli as well. So having 2 Arsenal midfielders at the moment, I would feel more comfortable than bringing Son in because
yeah,
also with Son, he's more expensive. And it's hard to manage the budget when you've got Son in your team when you already have other expensive players or a shared value
yeah.
of
It's
members.
just obviously I prefer to bring in a double game week player. I'm not saying for example, Bowen plays Leeds and Antonio plays Leeds. These are good fixtures, but
Yeah.
would you rather have a single game week player over a double game week player potentially? I mean, double the points, double 2 games. So obviously
Yeah.
Arsenal don't double, but yeah, after the double game week, I would like to have Arsenal. I think some of their players are doing well right now. So I've got Ramsdale. I'll bench him this week. Oh, sorry, next week because of Sanchez. But yeah, that's what it's looking like currently. So we've recommended. If I go back on the fixtures, um, we've discussed Brentford. We don't really like anyone from there. Um, Brighton and Hove Albion. Um, yeah, I've got Sanchez, the goalie, and then maybe I'll bring in Madison for that game against Burnley and Tottenham. What do you reckon for Madison for
Yeah,
those 2 games?
I think with Vardy and Iheanacho out, Madison will play very high up the pitch, probably where Vardy would normally play. Like he'll play really high and try to get hopefully returns from those 2 matches. I mean that's a favourable player to have for Leicester, especially for the double game week. It's one that I would consider a lot from the options because
Yeah,
Madison is a good player when he plays. He does pull off some moves.
yeah, I do like Madison. If I had to pick a Leicester City midfielder, and Tielemans potentially as well. I know Tielemans isn't a great goal threat normally, but with Vardy and Iheanacho missing, maybe they can get something against. You hope they can score against Burnley, and that Spurs game could be a even game. And Chelsea, not really any attacking threat in that game. I'm not feeling any of the strikers in that game. Man United we've discussed as already. I think the defense is probably better than the attack. Maybe you can get a clean sheet, hopefully against Brentford or even a Villa. It could be 2 tight games. Because Man United don't concede many goals. I mean, I'm not confident on a Man United clean sheet because they just haven't looked well defensively. Always changing around. Phil Jones played last game, so we don't know. Is Maguire back?
Don't know, but Luke Shaw is suspended, and
I think Maguire's back. So if you want to go there, I'd probably just look at Ronaldo. Really, that's the only one.
I'll stay away from McTominay and Luke Shaw because they're suspended.
Yeah, and then Spurs have Arsenal and Leicester. I think the Arsenal game is going to be tough. I think Arsenal playing really well right now, and that could be a tight game. And then Leicester have looked a bit open. Maybe you can get Son and Kane could look to take advantage of the Leicester defense. Watford, King and Dennis, those are the 2 you've got to have. If you have double attack, I don't even think that's a bad idea, to be fair. Having double Watford attack. What do you reckon?
Yeah, that could be really good, especially against Newcastle. Like a double attack. Can you imagine the returns that King and especially Dennis would probably get from that game? It's huge. That's very huge. That's possibly more than 1 goal from Dennis in that one. I wouldn't be so surprised at that.
We will do captain picks as well, wouldn't we? Because we will definitely be captaining a player, I guess, from a double game week.
Yeah.
So if I just go back to my team, obviously I've got the captain armband on Jota at the moment. I don't think I will go with Jota. It's just I've had it on him. I don't know why. But yeah, Liverpool. It is annoying that Liverpool didn't have a double game week, because the rumors were Liverpool were going to play Brentford and then Leeds potentially. If that happened, then Jota was probably the nailed captain pick, even Trent Alexander. So yeah, that's what is looking like. I am gonna go through tomorrow probably on the free hit video who to bring in, especially from obviously guys. If you're watching, each strategy will be team dependent. So some people it will make sense for them to free hit. For example, if you don't have any double game week players, you have 1 or maybe 2, you could consider taking a free hit. But if your team already has quite a few, then maybe you can get away with playing the team or doing transfers. It will all depend on your team, I think, this week, which is quite good. I think that will help. It'll make the game a bit more fun because I expect everyone to do different things this week. I don't think there's one way you can just go about it, and then like some people, it might not make sense for them to free hit. I do feel like that, but I know a lot of teams will free hit. Obviously, I've got the 2 free hits still because I didn't use it in game week 19. So I do have the option to go both ways if I wanted to. Off the top, initially, do you reckon you're going to free hit or you're going to just take hits or transfers?
At the moment, I'm not too sure because obviously this came in 10:30 this morning, but I'll probably need more time to think about what my future plans are. But as of now, because I've got 3 players that have got double game weeks, I might just do a transfer for another player, so I have 4, and leave it at that. I don't think I'll free hit to get players in for this double game week.
You could take a -4 even. You could take a -4.
Yeah, from the last double game week though, I'm not very confident on taking a minus because obviously that really affected people when they took a lot of minus hits for for Everton, for example, when DCL missed a penalty.
Mm-hmm.
That for some people, I bet they took a hit on him to get him in. So
yeah, that was very unlucky.
Yeah, that is very unlucky.
Yeah,
for that to happen. So I don't think I'll take the risk this week for a free hit. I might just do a single transfer for a double.
Yeah, we've got a question here from Barnsey. He says, "Was wondering if I should go from Watkins v Man United to Kane. I have the exact cash for it. It would have to be an early transfer, or I could go to King, and I've I've got Dennis and go Son Salah route later. Well, it depends if you want Salah back, because I definitely will want Salah back. I would have a plan in mind on how to bring Salah back, because once Salah is back from AFCON, I think most people would want to bring him in. So make sure you have enough budget to bring him in. It depends on your priority. I prioritize Salah over Ronaldo easily, because I think Salah, the fixtures he'll have coming up, potential double game weeks, I'd want Salah in my team. So we have to keep that in mind, guys, as well. It depends on who you'd prefer to bring in long term. So I'm guessing I could go King. I've got Dennis, and go Son Salah route. I'd probably prefer that, to be fair, because I'd want some way where I can somehow switch back and bring Salah as soon as he's back. Because if you don't have the option from Son to Salah, then if you need to take -4s, -8s to bring Salah in, I wouldn't go that route. So be careful on that as well. It depends on your strategy and who you prioritize. Because I think Salah for me is kind of a must-have in your team going forward after he's back from AFCON. So he's saying, I've got Son, so don't really want to go double Kane Son, but I can't afford Ronaldo. Or take a -4 to take James out and put Reguilon and Ronaldo in. Okay, that's a very long question, but I hope I've answered it. What I'd do personally is I'd have a route to Salah back. So whatever you do, make sure there's still a route for you to get Salah back. And that's the best option for me. I'm not too keen on Ronaldo longer term, because I just don't know if I'll be captaining him. I know Ronaldo's got 4 really good fixtures, 4 green fixtures coming up, but I don't know if I'll be captaining him in those games. So if it all comes down to captaincy, really, with the premium players, and whether they're worth their big price tag, really. They've got to be a captain option for me every week. But yeah. that's it, really.
Yeah, until Ronaldo improves, or seems if the team improves for Man United, then I'll think about it more. But at the moment, I wouldn't really think about it.
You're not a big Ronaldo fan, are
you? No, not a big fan of Man United at the moment.
Yeah, I still can't believe that Wolves game, I thought it could do something there, but that's put me off a bit of the getting Man United players, because they don't look concise in attack and they don't look organized in defense. But, if we play the fixtures, which most people do, most people play fixtures over form or whatever, you kind of have to get a Man United player in if you're free hitting, I believe. Because if I was to take a free hit, I think I'd definitely have Ronaldo in my team. As mad as after everything I've said. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But taking the -4 to take James out, though, that's...
James. He hasn't took James out. Obviously, James is out for a month or two. So.
Yeah, it's one player not available. So, yeah, -4 wouldn't be bad for that.
Yeah, so if anyone watching has any questions, guys, please get them in. We'll try our best to answer them. And yeah, if you just joined, like the stream. And if you are new to our channel and you've just found us, then please drop a subscribe, and we will appreciate that. But yeah, we're just going to wrap the stream up soon. I think we're going to do another video tomorrow regarding the free hit and our perfect free hit team for double game week 22. That's what's the plan. But yeah, we've been streaming for about half an hour now, haven't we?
Yeah, just over half an hour.
So
yeah, it's gone quick.
Yeah, so that's the plan, guys, for this week. We will do a team selection video as well closer to the time. Obviously, there's still this game week 21 isn't even over yet, is it? So there's still a lot of time to game week 22. So don't rush into it making any early transfers or anything like that. We'll get time to think through our decisions, because I think this will be an interesting game week, because there's a lot of ways you can play it. Because free hit or no free hit will be the big dilemma this week, and I'm still 50-50 on it. Obviously, I've just I'm still not sure what I'm going to do if I'm going to use my free hit, but I may do it. But some people are saying this game week isn't as exciting as they thought would get. Maybe not as good as what they were expecting, but at the end of the day, double game week, still double the points, hopefully. So you can't really go wrong.
Yeah, some fixtures might surprise people. Like they may not expect good amount of excitement from them, but you never know.
Yep, I
Football's a
agree.
funny game.
Definitely. Well, I think that is it for today on the stream. We will do hopefully a stream tomorrow, and then we will take it from there, guys. We just want to say thanks to everyone who's watched this stream and everyone who's interacted. We just want to say, obviously, before you leave the stream, drop a like, and yeah, we will see you guys hopefully tomorrow on another stream. We just want to say thanks for watching, and also before we leave, actually, 2 seconds. If you look in the bio, the description, we have a link to our league code. So we have made a league for the FPL Euro League where you can join us in a mini league, and then let's see who finishes higher. Obviously, we've set the league up. If you check the description, there's an auto link. So when you click on it, it will automatically join you into the league. So be sure to check the link in the description. We've put it in there. So yeah, we just want to say thanks to everyone watching, and hope you have a good evening, and we will be back soon. So yeah, take care, guys, and see you soon.
See you guys later.
Peace.